Hey, what's up, you guys? I want to talk about Nofap, and I want to talk about how people get to a point to where they are into some really bizarre things, and they have other issues going on. So, what do I mean, really bizarre things? So, some people, you have to realize you don't want to know what they're doing in the bedroom. You don't want to know all the sexual stuff that they do, okay? Because some of this stuff is the nastiest, most bizarre, the most extreme stuff that you could think of, okay? And you don't want to know what they're doing, okay? But how do they get to that point? Okay? And people say, "Oh, well, in society they want you to believe, well, people are just born this way. It has nothing to do with anything else. Everybody's just you're born however you are, okay, is what they tell you." And I would argue to say that's not necessarily true, okay? Because most people, they hit a certain age and they usually sit there, and if they start watching this stuff, it usually starts off of they look at a picture, okay? And it might be just a girl in a bikini. And then it goes into, oh, I want to see this girl in lingerie, okay? And then it goes to, well, I want to see her with nothing on, okay? And then it just continues and continues and continues. And then it goes to, well, I'm going to watch some hardcore porn, okay? And then it continues, well, that's not enough. You need more and more because you keep releasing more and more dopamine. And then you just start, some people, it causes them to go down a route that is just like, holy crap, how did you get to the point where you're into this stuff? And this is what I'm saying. I guarantee you, when you go out and about, you go to the store, you go anywhere, there's people that you see on a daily basis that you do not want to know what they're doing. I mean, you do not want to know this stuff because they are into some bizarre stuff. I mean, trust me, they are into the stuff that it would blow your mind what these people are into, okay? And it all, in my opinion, they weren't born that way, okay? They grew up just like everybody else did. And then they started seeing stuff, and then it just blew up from there. So I encourage you guys, if you're young, keep your eyes shielded. And if you've been watching this stuff for a while, I'm telling you, it is not normal to be into a lot of this stuff. This isn't normal to sit there and be behind a screen watching some of this stuff, okay? It's not normal. It shouldn't be normal that you should be in your room spending hours a day doing this stuff in the first place, okay? But I'm talking about some of this extreme stuff, okay? Not just like normal sex that a guy and a girl has and all this stuff, okay? Like, and here's the other thing that goes on. So now, a lot of guys, when they're sitting there having sex, they don't even think about the person they're having sex with. What's going on is they think in the back of their head about all the other stuff they've seen online because they can't keep their junk up whenever they're actually trying to have sex. It's really sad what's going on. But this is why NoFap is important, because it'll keep you from going down these extreme avenues, okay? You don't want to go down that route. I mean, it's not natural. It's not normal to sit there and to be going down and doing. I'm telling you, I'm not even going to go into detail what some of this extreme stuff is, okay? But there's a lot of people out there. They are so awkward and it's so bizarre, and you see them on a daily basis. I mean, if you go to a gym, I guarantee you a lot of these guys and girls, or if you go to the store, whatever, there's a lot of people that you do not want to know what they're into. They just try to make it seem like they're not really into the stuff, okay? They want to make it seem like we still live in a world where people are just, we're great, wonderful people. No, we live in a society, we are all sinners, okay? We are all messed up. Okay, and our only hope is in Jesus Christ, and ask Jesus to forgive us of our sins, because we're all wicked, and we live in a world that is extremely wicked. Okay, we're doing stuff that they did in Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, we're doing extreme stuff. Okay, not only, I mean, I'll have to make different videos on different topics, but we just want to pretend like all this stuff is normal. It's acceptable now. Uh, pe- Love and acceptance and all this stuff, okay? No, it's not. I'm telling you, man. Even myself. I mean, I'm no better than anybody else, okay? But I'm just saying, like, when you go out and about, just know that a lot of these people, they're into some weird, and extreme stuff that I can't even mention here on YouTube, because I'll probably flag it and take it, ban the video, okay? I'm telling you, man, like, this stuff is so sick and disturbing, what a lot of people are into, that you don't want to know. And we live in a world where we look up to a lot of these people. You look up to your favorite celebrities. Trust me, they're probably worse than a lot of the people that I know and you know and that you see walking around. Your athletes, it's the same thing, because they have more money. Okay, and a lot of this stuff, once you get more money like that, it can lead down a whole different avenue also. I mean, so you have to be very careful to shield your eyes. You have to be very careful in what you do. You have to pay attention to how you're behaving and acting and what you're watching and listening to. You have to guard your mind. You have to shield yourself from this stuff, because it's very easy to go down the wrong avenue, and then they could open up a whole can of worms. And if you start watching this stuff at an early age, okay, trust me, it could easily get out of control. Very easy. So I encourage you guys to get right with God. Know that you can be right with God. All you have to do is ask God for forgiveness, and just know that we're all sinners, okay? Nobody's better than each other or whatever. It's just a matter of living in the light or living in the world, okay? And I realized a long time ago, I don't want to live in this world. I don't want to be a part of this world, because the world as you know it, every day, it's just getting more and more wicked. And I hate to say this, you guys, I really honestly believe, and nobody knows the time or hour, but the world is just getting so wicked and out of control. There's not much time left. There's really not. So I encourage you guys, if you don't know Jesus, to make sure that you get right with God, or whatever, okay? Just make sure that you're living a pure, holy life, to try to avoid the ways of the world, because the ways of the world will just lead to destruction. So I encourage you guys to stay strong, and God bless.